Georgetown High School. They are starting early. Georgetown receives serve to open up set number 1. The dig there off the block by Pitt Kethley, set near side. Stengel tips it down the left near side, and it's going to fall for the kill. So McKenna Stengel will get the first point of the set for Georgetown against Plano East, as we are in LISD Volleypalooza here in Georgetown High School. Match number 1 for Georgetown. I wasn't here. Work called, and now we're here. We'll bring it to you live. We'll have fun with it. And Mallory Miller will serve first for Georgetown. The Panthers will set it up far side. The attack tip over off the block. Tipped alive. Good effort there by Albright to get it over. And the Panthers will have a back row attack. Roll shot. Miller. Albright will set it up to Amory Anderson. Her attack dug there by the Panthers. They'll set the back row attack again. Cross-court shot. And there is Ruhlmeyer. Albright sets near side. Scout Robinson off the block. Dug up by the Panthers. They'll set far side. The swing across. Dug by Pitt Kethley, but a net violation whistled on to Georgetown. That'll give a side out to the Panthers. That'll make it 1-1 here in set number 1. Be back. They're way ahead of schedule. 1:45 is the scheduled start time. And so this one is probably under the match with St. John's the 23rd, the Lions from earlier this morning. But it is not. It is Plano East here in set match number 2. And so Georgetown will be playing again at 4:15, which, be prepared, that will mean probably about 3:30. And we'll be live back here again. Service error by number 3 for Plano East. Rosters not readily available. Having to find them online as we go. Georgetown gets the side outs, 2-2. Macy Gates will rotate on. Amory Anderson will rotate off, and the libero, Jordan Pitt Kethley, back to serve for Georgetown. Jump serve, cross court. Played up by the Panthers, set to the far side. The attack off the block. Dug, but a lift called there on Georgetown. Point to the Panthers, 3-2. They lead it here in set number 1. Day 1 of this LISD Volleypalooza 2025. Mallory Miller up to Albright. Dumps it over, and what a read there by Mallory Miller. That second touch. And the Panthers not ready for that one. It ties it up on the side out, 3-3. Sailor Ruhlmeyer will check out. Riley Holland back on for the front row for Georgetown. Back to serve. Goes Amelia Albright for Georgetown. Nice serve there. The Panthers will set it far side. The attack, and it is out. Mallory Miller made a good call there at the last second. Got out of the way. But a big swing there by number 8 for Plano East. Georgetown leads it by 1. That serve by Albright is long and out. Service error returned there over to the Panthers, 4-4. We will see what we can find here. For a Volleypalooza roster. See if we can't pull it up here. The serve from the Panthers across. Robinson with the serve receive. The attack blocked at the net, into the net for Georgetown. So Plano East gets the point and takes the lead 5-4. Serve received by Robinson, up to Albright for Georgetown. Back to Scout left side. And it's into the net for the point to Plano East. They take their largest lead, 6-4. 2-point lead here in set number 1. Best of 3 in the tournament. First team to win 2. It takes the win. Plano East, number 9, Emma Reeves, serves again. And an ace for Reeves off the arms of Georgetown. 7-4 your score. Serve from Reeves. Albright will have the receive, but it's overplayed. Here come the Panthers. Pitt Kethley with a dig, but Miller unable to get a good touch on it. 8-4 now the score. Plano East leads it. Now to draw a quick timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson of Georgetown. will take it with them. 8-4, Plano leads it here in set number 1. We'll be right back here on the SHN Sports Network. Stay with us. Live out of the timeout. Serve receive for Georgetown, a scramble. Pitt-Ketley is able to send it over for the free ball. What a play there to keep it alive. And now the attack, and off the block, down for the kill. Goes to number 8, and that's who they keep feeding for Plano East. And not surprised, Simone Hurd is the name, and she is a commit to Georgia Tech University. She'll go play as a Yellow Jacket next year. So they have fed her for multiple attempts. Serve received there by the Eagles, near side. There's Riley Holland. Give her the kill. Nice swing by Riley Holland. Different rotations here. As now Kendall McDougal, the junior, will come in. For Scout Robinson, McDougal will drop back to serve. McDougal, middle of the back row, serve across. Received by the Panthers, set near side, back to Hurd. Little roll shot. McDougal, a one-handed dig. Albright sets it up. Macy Gates with the attack. Punched over. Now, what a read there. Riley Holland patrolling the net on the overpass and dunks it down for the point. Kill to Georgetown. And now a 6-9 score. Georgetown has cut back into this lead. McDougal to serve again. Nice tight serve. Set to the far side. The swing. McDougal with the dig, Albright. But having to fade away from it. Georgetown unable to get the ball over the net. Side out back to the Panthers. Back to serve goes Simone Hurd, a senior outside hitter. Georgia Tech commit along with the setter, number 9, Emma Reeves. She's the Trinity University commit. Stengel with the receive. Into the block. Georgetown keeps it again. Tipped across. Good play there. The Panthers keep it alive. They'll set Hurd on the back row. A little roll shot. She took some off. And you can see early why she is a commit to the D1 Georgia Tech. Different paces on her shots, different reads. Sees the court well. And dropping balls on the side of the net. A 5-point lead for the Panthers. Serve across. McDougal. Albright. Back set. Holland. Her attack. Dug by the libero. And then the attack there. For the Panthers, number 15, Lena Anderson. And a point to the Panthers. 12-6, they lead by 6, their largest of set number 1. Hurd serve. McDougal up to Albright. Back set. Riley Holland. And off the block. And they're going to call a net violation there on number 11. Mary Cias, the senior outside opposite hitter for the Panthers. Libero substitution rotation here. Amory Anderson will come back on the front row for Georgetown. Macy Gates back to service. Pitt-Ketley will come off for the Lady Eagles. Flat-footed serve, middle of the back row. Pass to the far side. Macy Gates with the dig. Albright will chase it down. And now a free ball sent over by Kendall McDougal. The Panthers will set it up. A set in the middle, tipped over. Albright had it. Holland sets near side. Stengel blocked at the net. And the Lady Eagles experiencing a lot of tough opposition at the net. And the Panthers continue their service run. Or their run here. And they've kept it back to 6 points, 13-7. Serve for the Panthers, number 5, Addison Tucker. Georgetown will set it near side. Stengel, the big swing, but it is wide on the near side. Another hitting error for Georgetown. The lead grows to 7. 14-7. Plano East leads it by 7. Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball is brought to you by the Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club and Piedreros Western Wear, 4809 Williams Drive. Proud sponsors of Georgetown Eagle Volleyball, Georgetown Athletics. Stengel with the serve received to Albright. Anderson blocked at the net. Another block at the net for the Lady Panthers of Plano East, and another timeout for head coach Jenny Richardson of Georgetown. 15-7 your score. Plano East leads it by 8 over the Georgetown Lady Eagles. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball will continue in just a moment. Back out of the timeout. The Panthers will continue to serve with their largest lead of the set. 15-7. Stengel, Albright, quick set, Anderson, and that should have been, I thought it was tipped at the net, but sent it long. Coach Richardson find the court. That one was just about 15 feet long. Drop serve. Pitt-Ketley reads it. Tied at the net. Pitt-Ketley digs the overpass. Albright will send it near corner. And a nice play there. Hurd went back to get it, but her pass went up too far to the net. And a side out to Georgetown. 8-16. Riley Holland will sub out. Sailor Ruhlmeyer will check in for Georgetown. Back to serve for the Lady Eagles, trailing by 8. 8-16. Hurd receives serve, set far side, the swing, blocked at the net. There's Amelia Albright. Maybe we'll get a little momentum going. A big block at the net there for the junior. And a point to Georgetown. 16-9. They trail by 7. Love to have a little run here and get right back into set number 1. Set it up, and they'll set it near side. The attack, blocked at the net. There's Stengel. McKenna Stengel right there to get the block here on the near side. So back-to-back blocks for Georgetown, starting to get that momentum. And now they cut it down to a 6-point deficit. 10-16, they trail by 6. Ruhlmeyer serve, deep middle. Back row attack for Hurd. She's just going to send a free ball over. Ruhlmeyer, Albright, quit set. Amory Anderson, she'll get the kill. Sends it on the near sideline off of number 9 for the Panthers, Emma Reeves. And another point for Georgetown. So a nice little run here. The Eagles cutting into that 9-point deficit. Now trail by 5, 11-16. Sailor Ruhlmeyer to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Passed up to the front, set far side. The big swing, blocked at the net. Eagles will set it up. Near side Stengel, little roll shot. Hurd will have the dig. Set it up far side, another attack. Tip deep. There's McDougal. Albright will give it near side Stengel. Flat-footed cross-court shot, dug up there. Panthers will set, back row attack, Hurd. The big swing and a dig there for McDougal, but she was coming to her left, but Ketley kind of to her right. The ball goes awry and a side out back to the Panthers. 17-11, they lead by 6. As number 1 will check back on, Megan Wynn, and number 20, Salma Abdelhamid checks back in. Serve across. McDougal up to Albright. Near side. Stengel from the 10-foot line. Off the block. Dig by Hurd. The Panthers will set far side. The swing into the block. And there it was. Nope. Back down on Georgetown's side of the net. Went into the double block with Anderson and Albright. But down on Georgetown's side of the net for the kill. 18-11. They lead by 7 here in set number 1. Serve it across. McDougal. Albright. Set near side. Stengel. The big swing into the double block. Sent back over. Anderson throws it back down, and the Panthers will reset. Roll shot here, and miscommunication and a double violation on Pitt-Ketley there out of self-defense. Coach Richardson in their ears. Trying to get these girls going. They trail by 8, 19-11 here in set number 1. Serve across, Stengel. Albright back to Stengel near side. Cross-court shot. Dug up by the Panthers, so back row set Hurd. A big kill. for Hurd. (20-11). Back to a 9-point lead, largest of the set for Plano East. Served by Wynn. Little drop serve. Ketley, good job by Albright to dunk it on a second touch. She had to do something with it because it was coming tight and quick at the net. And dunks it deep in the far corner for the kill. 12-20. They trail by 8. Mallory Miller back on the floor for the Lady Eagles. Stengel will come out. McDougal out. Scout Robinson back on the front row. Mallory Miller to serve on the backside. Deep floating serve. Played up. Back row. No, set right side. And a tip at the net. Number 11, Mary Cias, couldn't make the decision. Went up to swing. Looked like she was going to take a rocket swing at it. And then tipped it, but right into the net it went. 13-20. Georgetown trails by 7. Mallory Miller waits. Set right in the middle. The attack wide here at the near side and out for Plano East. And there comes the hoodie for the head coach. The hit was long there by the wide here by the Panthers. Head coach Sarah Perez quickly dismantled the hoodie. Leading by 6. Set far side. The big swing off the block. Dug by Ketley. Albright tips it over and a good read there. The athleticism of Amelia Albright makes you see why she's committed to the University of Florida, just a junior, but right there to read that off foot and tip it back left-handed, get the kill. 15-20, Georgetown trails by 5. Quick timeout. Georgetown volleyball will continue in just a moment. Out of the timeout. One timeout remaining for Plano East. Georgetown has used their 2 timeouts. The serve there. Panthers will receive. Back row attack for Hurd. A little punch roll shot. And there it is again. Sailor Rollmeyer unable to make the diving attempt head first. To get a touch on that one. 15-21. Plano East leads by 6. Back to serve. Goes number 3, Allison Walters, the junior defensive specialist. From the far side, Miller up to Albright, near side, Scout Robinson into the block for the kill. Down on the Plano East side of the net, give the kill to Robinson and the Eagles. And the point, 16-21 on the side out. Rotation for the libero. Amory Anderson will come out. Macy Gates back on the front row, and back to serve goes the libero, Jordan Pitketley. Pitketley from the near side, sends a deep corner. Hurd up tight at the net, set it up to Hurd, and the kill. She went over the top of one of her other hitters. They set the middle blocker decoy, and Hurd came over her back and sent the rocket down for the kill. 22-16. The Panthers lead by 6. Back goes the libero, Dakota Hoon, the junior libero. Flat-footed serve across. Miller up to Albright, set near side. Robinson, big swing. Dug by the Panthers. Lynn will set it far side. Hurd tips it over deep. Mallory Miller there. Albright dumps the second ball over, and another good read by Amelia Albright as the libero unable to get a good touch on it. Now to play it goes. Side out back to Georgetown. Rollmeyer will sub out. Riley Holland back on for Georgetown on the front row, and back goes Amelia Albright to serve for Georgetown, leading 22-17. Serve near side to the libero. Quick set in the middle. The attack dug by Pitketley. They'll keep it alive. And now the attack cross court. Riley Holland put a hand on it. Looked like it might have gone wide on the far side, but put a hand on it and punched it high out into the crowd. Side out back to the Panthers. 23-17. Plano East leads by 6. Here in set number 2, or match number 2, for Georgetown today here in the LISD Volleypalooza 2025. They're scheduled to play at 4:15 again against Dawson, the Dawson Eagles. But expect that to be early. We'll have it live here on the SHN Sports Network. Set across the way, Riley Holland. A big kill into the near back corner. Side out back to Georgetown. Here come the substitutions. Kendall McDougal for Scout Robinson. McKenna Stengel for Mallory Miller. McDougal will go back to serve. The Georgetown Eagles trail by 5, 18-23. A run here would be great to get right back into set number 1. Make it a tight affair to finish out. Hurd's attack and the kill. And a side out back. There was Hurd's. Got to be about a number 9 or 10th kill of the set for Simone Hurd. She drops back to serve. Set point for the Panthers. McDougal, Albright. Pass to the near side. Stengel. Tip over. Dug up by the Panthers. Send it near side. The swing into the block. And the Panthers tossed it over. McDougal has it. Albright, far side. Riley Holland into the block and onto the ground for the kill. And the Georgetown Lady Eagles fall in set 1. 25-18. Plano East takes the first set over the Georgetown Eagles. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with set number 2 in just a minute, live here from Georgetown High School. You're listening to Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball on the SHN Sports Network. Looking for a church that's grounded in the Bible, built on real community? It's City View Bible Church in Round Rock, here to help you grow in your faith through solid teaching, authentic relationships, and ministries that meet you where you are. From recovery, marriage ministry, divorce care, vibrant kids and student programs, there's a place for every stage of life. Join us this Sunday in Round Rock. You can learn more at cityviewbible.org. That's cityviewbible.org. Proud sponsors of Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball. We're going to set number 2 of Georgetown Volleyball. The Eagles fall in set number 1. 25-18 to the Plano East Panthers. And we'll get ready for set number 2. Set 2, as all sets here in the season, are brought to you by CSCT, construction specialists of Central Texas, proud owners John and Lynn Krog. I'm going to get it right before the end of the season. The Krogs and Jeremy and Rachel McDougal, proud owners of CSCT, proud sponsors of Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball, Georgetown Athletics. If they are involved with it all, proud to be supporters of Georgetown High School sports. We get ready for set number 2. And the Lady Eagles on the court. Front row shows to be Ella O'Shaughnessy with Amelia Albright and Scout Robinson. On the back row, Madeline Bradley, Macy Gates, and Sailor Ruhlmeyer. One of those will come off on the back row. I believe it will be Macy Gates for the libero, Jordan Pitketley. On the floor, let's see if we can figure this one out. It got distorted. I'm going to have to fix it. I apologize. The roster here, not for y'all, but it's on my side. The roster for the Lady Panthers. First serve for Ruhlmeyer. Across to the Panthers. Wynn will set it backside. The big swing and the kill for number 11, Mary Cius. senior outside opposite hitter. First point goes to the Panthers. And in to serve comes number 3, Allison Walters. She'll move to the near side. Serve here for the Lady Panthers. Deep ball. And a miscommunication there between Bradley and Robinson as that one finds the back wall for the ace. 2-0. Plano East leads it here. Serve here for Walters. Robinson gets the set. The attack dug by the Panthers. Set near side Hurd. The tip over there dug by Ruhlmeyer. Albright far side. Scout Robinson. Deep shot dug by Walters. Wynn will set it near side. Hurd tried to throw it across the net. It was blocked. Panthers reset. Free ball sent over. Pitt Ketley. Albright will send a rocket over and a kill for Amelia Albright. And Georgetown cuts the score 2-1. And now Robinson will sub out as Mallory Miller will sub back on for the Lady Eagles. Miller to serve now. Georgetown trails by 1-2. Hurd will get set again. Cross court kill. Just behind the 10-foot line on the inside of the far line. She is impressive. The Georgia Tech commit does a dance for you there on the floor. They lead 3-1 on the side out. Libero for the Panthers back to serve. Albright will send it far side. Madeline Bradley tips it, but into the block. Mallory Miller will have it. Back to Bradley. She'll tip it down the far sideline. And Wynn and Walters miscommunication. Ball finds the floor. Kill to the Eagles. And a side out, 2-3. Pitt Ketley will drop back to serve. Macy Gates will come off the floor. Ella O'Shaughnessy will rotate back onto the front row for the Eagles. Jordan Pitt Ketley, the 5'6" sophomore libero. Near side Hurd. And it's going to be an ace there. Off of Hurd. That one went into the net, unplayable. Georgetown trails 3-4. Pitt Ketley to serve again. Near side Hurd. Up to Wynn. Set back Hurd. And blocked at the net. Amelia Albright. Proud to get that block right there. And the momentum for Georgetown now. A little run here. And they've evened it back up at 4 apiece. We talk about the commitments here for Plano East. And Hurd and the other player committed to Trinity. One thing Volleypalooza does on their website, and a give a kill there to Madeline Bradley, is allow the teams to put in college commitments. When we get to the 4:15 game against Dawson Eagles, the list is aplenty. It'll be fun to talk about, but a lot of talent on that Dawson Eagle team. Georgetown takes the lead, 5-4. Hurd's pass up to Wynn. Set it near side Hurd. The big swing. Dug by Miller, but into the bleachers it goes for the kill. 5-5 your score on the side out. Substitutions here for Plano East. Back on the floor comes Emma Reeves, that Trinity commit, along with number 6, Kyla Slaughter, the freshman. And back to serve goes Reeves for the Panthers. 5-5 your score here in set 2. Serve from Reeves, flat-footed serve. Miller up to Albright, set far side. Bradley, her attack is long and out, but a net violation whistled on the Panthers, number 15, Lena Anderson. So a side out to the Lady Eagles. 6-5, they lead by 1. Served by Albright into the net. The power jump serve there by Albright, just too low. Side out back over to the Panthers. 6-6 your score. 6-6 the score here in set number 2. The Panthers won set 1, 25-18. Hurd serve. Bradley up to Albright. Set far side. Riley Holland off the block. The dig by Hurd. Set near side. The attack off the block. Number 11, but a net violation whistled on Georgetown. Going to call it on Riley Holland. It's fun to watch him try to get the hand signs for the numbers once they get over 10, 15, 16. Here's Riley Holland in the net. 7-6 Panthers. Free ball sent over by the Eagles. Set far side. The tip across. Riley Holland there. Albright will set far side. Bradley into the net. The hit goes. A hitting error there on Bradley. And Georgetown trails by 2 now. 8-6. Plano East leads as Simone Hurd continues her serve. For Plano East. Cross court, Mallory Miller up to Albright. Back set here to Bradley. The tip into the net. Another unforced hitting error on Bradley. And there comes the substitution from Coach Richardson as McKenna Stengel will check in for the freshman Madeline Bradley. 9-6. Plano East leads by 3. Jump serve across. Miller up to Albright. Dumps the second ball over and no one ready for it. Good read there by Amelia Albright. Side out back to Georgetown. 7-9. Georgetown leads by 2 or trails by 2. Mallory Miller will sub out. Scout Robinson back on the floor. And now number 8, Madeline Posey, the 5'7" junior DS, will sub in for McKenna Stengel. And Posey back to serve for Georgetown. Hurd up. Reeves near side. Attack across court. Robinson with a dig. Albright will back set. Riley Holland. Her hit attack block. The Panthers have the hitting error there is number 15. Lena Anderson hits it deep past the end line. Point to Georgetown. They trail by 1 now. 8-9. Posey serve. Deep corner. Hurd. Up tight. Reeves set near side. The big swing and another hitting error there. On the Panthers, number 11, Mary Cias. Hit it long on the end line. We're tied back up, 9-9 here in set number 2. Georgetown needs to win this set to force a third. Hurd, Reeves, far side, the attack, cross court, dug by Albright, overpass. And there's Cias to hammer it back down on the overpass to get the side out. 10-9, Plano East leads by 1. Back to serve, go the Panthers. From the near side, serve across. Posey, Albright. Riley Holland has to send a court, cross court shot. It does. What a shot by the sophomore Riley Holland. She was on this side of the antenna on the near side, had to hit it over her head on a free ball pass and cut the net far side. And it goes off a player from Plano East out of play. Point to Georgetown. 10-10 your score. Into serve comes number 5, the 5'5" senior, Trisha Carson Walker. From the near side, Carson Walker serve. Pass near side, Cias. Her attack off of Posey. Robinson plays it across court. Cias blocks it back down. Georgetown has a shot here. Robinson set far side and a hitting error into the net. Point to the Plano East Panthers. 11-10, they lead by 1. Substitution here. It's Carson Walker will sub out. Ella O'Shaughnessy back on, and then she'll rotate off with the libero. Jordan Pitcatley on the back row. Back to serve goes Wynn. The senior setter for the Panthers. 11-10, Plano East leads it here in set number 2. From the middle of the back row, floater, Posey up to Albright's back set, Riley Holland, and a kill for Riley Holland. It went off of the net, the blocker, and then off of number 24, the Panthers, as it ricocheted sideways and ran down the net. A nice dig there by Pitcatley, far side. Robinson will have to tip it over. Scramble here. Cias throws it over. Posey was there, but Sailor Ruhlmeyer got a hand on it, backpedaling it, knocked it over the head of Posey, out of play. So a great dig there by Pitcatley off of a Hurd attack. And it's 12-11 on the side out, back to the Panthers. Walters to serve again for Plano East. And it'll be an ace there for the Panthers. They lead by 2, 13-11. LISD, Leander ISD, Volleypalooza 2025, day one. We're in pool number 5. Serve, Posey. Albright has the second touch. And Posey will take the free ball and send it across. Panthers will set it up near side, and there's the attack. But a net violation whistled on Georgetown. They gave a lot of hand signals and it never made sense of a number, maybe on 6 on Albright. 14-11, they lead by 3. Robinson up to Albright. She'll send a deep corner ball. Walters chases it down. Wynn keeps it alive. A block at the net. The Panthers reset. Tipped over. Ruhlmeyer, the big dig. Send it far side. Scout Robinson's attack. And a net violation whistled here. That'll be on number 20, Selma. For the net violation. Side out back to Georgetown. The lead is 2. 12-14. Georgetown trails by 2 here in set number 2. Posey and Robinson will come off. Mallory Miller and McKenna Stengel back on. Stengel on the front row. Miller back to serve for the Eagles. Mallory Miller serve cross court. Walters. Wynn will have a touch. Selma cross court shot dug by Ruhlmeyer. Dumped over. Albright, a big dig by the libero. And there it was Hurd. I was going to say, that wasn't blocked at the net. They're going to call a lift here. I thought Hurds went into the net. But a lift called on the Panthers. Point to Georgetown. 13-14. Georgetown trails by 1. Mallory Miller starts near side. Middle of the back row. Ends the serve. Scramble here. Free ball sent over. Pitcatley up to Albright. Set far side. Macy Gates will tip it over and into the block. And down for the kill. It's off of Jalen Boutte. And Georgetown's evened it right back up. 14-14. If you haven't had enough this week of first responder broadcasting and Georgetown Eagles sports on the SHN Sports Network, there's more tomorrow. The attack here by Hurd. A little roll shot dug by Ruhlmeyer. Miller will send it far side. Stengel's attack. Little roll shot deep. Nice diving dig. Set near side Hurd. Cross court. Dug by Pitcatley. Albright. Far side Stengel. Free ball sent down the row. Here come the Panthers. Set up near side. Hurd has to tip it. And a good dig by Miller. Kept it alive. Now Albright. She'll send it. The ref blows it and says 4 touches, and Coach Richardson not in agreement. Quickly threw the arms up. Albright comes over to talk to. And now the refs will meet, the up and down ref. So we'll have a discussion here. We may have a replay, and we are. They're going to call 4 touches on Georgetown. They're going to replay it. The down ref did not agree with the up ref. They have a good discussion, and fair enough. That's the way you approach it. Coach Richardson immediately sent her captain over. Albright talked to the up ref, asked for a discussion, and an overrule there. So we'll go with a do-over. So it's a 15-14 lead for Georgetown. Mallory Miller serve deep corner. Walters up to Wynn. Near side Hurd. Cross-court shot. Scramble here. Stengel sends the free ball deep. Walters. Libero sends it near side to Hurd. She'll have to tip it over and does. Pitcatley. Albright. Quick set. Macy Gates near side, but too far and out. Side out back. Sat back over 2. So it should be 15-15 now. Scoreboard hadn't updated. Oh, it's 15-14 Plano East, so we got it straightened out. The serve here, received by Miller. Albright, far side Stengel, into the block. Pitcatley the dig. Second ball sent over by Albright. The Panthers have a setup. Tip in the middle, and a good find there by number 15, Lena Anderson. Tips it over and down for the point. And the Panthers lead it here 16-14 in set number 2. Libero will serve it across. Pitcatley up to Albright. Quick set. Gates tip over. Nice read by the libero for Plano East. The attack by Selma. Blocked at the net. Walters with the dig. Wynn will set it up. Hurd. Her big swing off the block. Kept alive. Miller. Albright. Far side. Stengel. Tip long on the line. Finds the hole and the kill for McKenna Stengel. Good read there by the senior outside hitter. And the Eagles get the side out. 15-16. Georgetown trails by 1. Back to serve goes Pitcatley. Gates will rotate off with the libero rotation. Ella O'Shaughnessy back on the front row for Georgetown. The serve, an ace for Pitcatley up the arms of Simone Hurd. And the score is tied, 16-16. That'll draw a timeout from Coach Perez of Plano East. We'll take it with them. Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball continues live here on the SHN Sports Network in just a minute. Stay with us. Back out of the timeout. Big Ketley to serve again and does so. Scramble here for the Panthers. Near side Hurd. The big swing into the block. Good job there by O'Shaughnessy and Albright. Hurd again. Dig by Pitt Ketley. Albright will set far side. McKenna Stengel into the block, but kept alive. Good play there by O'Shaughnessy. And then a block in the net. What a play! McKenna O'Shaughnessy took one to the forehead off of the block, but it sent it back over the net and kept it alive, and then Albright gets the block. So Ella O'Shaughnessy may have a volleyball mark on the forehead, but made a save of the day there. Georgetown by one. Block it again. And McKenna Stengel. O'Shaughnessy right beside her. The Lady Eagles starting to patrol the net a little bit here. They got a 2-point lead, 18-16. Big Ketley from the far side. Across, tips the net, and ace. Folds the tape over, and Georgetown on a 3-point run. 19-16. They lead by 3 here in the second set. They've got to win set 2 to get to set 3 now, with Plano East taking set 1, 25-18. Big Ketley to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Far side jump serve. Drops out of the air. Walters up to win. Near side Hurd. The big swing. Pitt Ketley the dig. Albright. Far side Stengel. Roll shot off the block. Kill! McKenna Stengel another kill. Georgetown leads by 4. 20-16. Lady Eagles by 4. Coach Perez still has one timeout remaining to try to kill this momentum. But Georgetown on a run here. Taking the momentum back here in set number 2. Pitt Ketley from the far side. Nice rocket serve. Walters. Win. Near side. And a kill there for the Panthers. Substitutions here for the Panthers. There go back to serve. Trailing by 3, 17-20. Far side, flat-footed serve across the way. Stengel up to Albright. Dunk it down. The libero read that one. Nice play there. The Panthers heard. Roll shot, and it's long and out. Took a little off of it, but the angle stayed high. The ball carried out with that top roll. Side out back to Georgetown. They lead at 21-17. Sailor Ruhlmeyer will come out. And Riley Holland back on the front row for Georgetown. It's Amelia Albright back to serve. Jump serve near side. Cross court. Skips off the net. Sent near side and a free ball sent across the way. Miller up to Albright. Set it up. Stengel. The attack dug there by Reeves. Pass far side. Hurd. The big attack. The dig. Scramble. It stayed alive. And then a mistake there. For the Panthers, Kyla Slaughter. The freshman just the ball was coming over the net. She put a hand up and knocked it back over, out. And Georgetown gets the point. 22-17. Georgetown leads it by 5. Another timeout for Coach Perez of Plano East. We'll take it with them. Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment. The timeout. We go back to action here in set number 2, brought to you by Construction Specialist Central Texas. They bring you all sets of Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball to serve by Albright. Pass up, Hurd, right side, roll shot. Pitt Ketley Albright will set it near side. Holland cross court off the block, dug by the Panthers. Hurd off the block. Scramble, Riley Holland. Free ball by Miller. Good effort there, and the ball stays alive. Panthers, a free shot. Tight shot, dug by Miller. Albright, far side. Stengel, flat-footed cross-court shot. Dug up by the Panthers. Quick set, a tip at the net. Holland there to read it. Albright, far side. Stengel. She sends it down the far sideline. Dug there by Reeves. Far side to Hurd. Cross-court. Dug by Miller. Albright will set it up for Holland. She'll send it to the far side, dug by Reeves. The Panthers set far side to Hurd. Hurd's deep shot, dug by Miller. Albright, far side, Stengel, her swing, and a kill. It tipped the net and then went off the arms of Kyla Slaughter, the freshman. And out of play, Georgetown leads by 6, 23-17, their largest lead of the set. Georgetown 2 points away from making this a 3-set affair. Albright back to serve near side for the Lady Eagles. Jump serve, dug by Walters. Set it up near side. Hurd, cross court, dug by Pitt-Kethley. Albright will set it up. Stengel, her attack, dug by the Panthers. Set near side. Hurd will tip it, and she took a little off of it there and drops it in front of Pitt-Kethley for the kill. 18-23, the Panthers trail by 5. As we side out, back over to Plano East, and Hurd back to serve for the Panthers. Hurd will move to the near side. Sends it across. Stengel, Albright, far side Stengel, her swing into the block and out. And the down ref called it off of the block of the Panthers, out of play. Coach Perez talking to the down ref. The up ref signaled the same thing. Coach Perez not happy with that one. But now it's set point for Georgetown. Scout Robinson for Miller onto the front row. Then Madeline Posey checks in for the Lady Eagles. Back to serve for the set. Cross court near side. Quick set in the middle. The big kill there by Lena Anderson, the junior. Side out back to the Panthers. 19-24, they trail by 5. Another side out for Georgetown, and we go to set number 3. But first, Coach Jenny Richardson's going to take a timeout, and we'll take it with them. Georgetown Eagle Volleyball presented here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel returns in a minute. Stay with us. Out of the timeout. The Panthers will serve here. Down by 5, 19-24. Set near side. Riley Holland will tip it, and the kill. Georgetown wins set 2, 25-19. Plano East takes set 1, 25-18. Georgetown takes set 2, 25-19. And we'll take a quick timeout as they pick sides and serve. We'll go to set number 3 for the deciding third set of the match here between Georgetown and Plano East. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back after this timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment. get ready for set number 3 on the court for the Georgetown Lady Eagles to start the third set. Scout Robinson, Amelia Albright, Macy Gates. Sailor Ruhlmeyer back to serve. McKenna Stengel and the libero Jordan Pitcatley on the back row for the Panthers. Now some discussion down with the bottom down ref. Oh, they're moving the recording device for the Lady Panthers back to their side of the floor, not recording Georgetown's side of the floor. They record from behind their own team. Sailor Ruhlmeyer will open up to serving for Georgetown. Set it up quick of the net, a tip over there. Robinson has a touch. Pitcatley delayed coming in, and so a late hit there. And so the side out goes over to the Panthers of Plano East. The winner of this set takes the match here in set number 3. We're in pool number 5, hosted here at the Georgetown main gym. I believe there's 18 sites, 4 teams. This is a huge tournament, Volleypalooza 2025. Serve, Pitcatley with a serve receive. Ruhlmeyer has the second touch, and now Pitcatley will send a free ball deep and over for the Panthers to play. Far side, Hurd tips it over, and there's Stengel. Albright, back set, and a read right there on the line. Amelia Albright with the touch. Gets the reaction from her teammates. 1-1. Georgetown gets the side out. But what a read there. Mallory Miller. Mallory Miller checks in on the back row for Scout Robinson. Back to serve goes Miller. Mallory served. Nice serve here to the near side. Set far side Hurd. Off the block and the kill. Macy Gates and Albright there, but went off that block. A big swing by the Georgia Tech commit. And a side out back to the Panthers. 2-1. They lead it early here in set number 3. Just let the noise tell the story best there. Trying to get my headphones messed up. I'm sorry, I stepped on the court. Georgetown gets a side out. 2-2 your score here early in the third. And back to serve goes Macy Gates. Flat-footed serve into the net. Service error there. And the ball goes right back over to Plano East. Onto the court. And back to serve goes Emma Reeves, the senior setter for Plano East. Reeves from the near side. Serves it across. Stengel. Albright with the second touch. Stengel will miss hit there into the net. Point back over to Plano East. 4-2, they lead by 2. Set number 3. Plano East took set 1, 25-18. Georgetown responded with a 25-19 win in set 2. And we battle here in set 3. Reeves flat-footed serve, deep. Sailor Ruhlmeyer. A misplay there on the serve receive. And a point to Plano East. 5-2, they lead by 3. Reeves again. Miller up to Albright. Set in the middle. Riley Holland the kill. Correction, Amory Anderson. The hair got in the way. I thought it was a 6. It was a 3. A good swing there. Now Riley Holland comes on the floor. Side out back to Georgetown. 3-5. We trail by 2. Amelia Albright back to serve. Holland, Amory Anderson, and Stengel on the front row for Georgetown. Albright serve, cross court, a good one. Far side, set up there. The attack dug by Albright. Holland will set it near side. Stengel will tip it over. Played by the Panthers, tight at the net. And it'll be Georgetown's ball. On the call at the net. 4-5, Georgetown trails by 1. Albright again, jump serve. Set near side, Hurd off the block, kept alive. Miller up to Albright, set near side, Stengel, cross-court shot, dug by the libero. Back set here to Hurd. She'll send it over, Mallory with the dig. Albright near side, Stengel, odd-angled shot across the net. Dug up by the Panthers. There's Hurd, give her too many chances, and you're playing with dynamite. He rockets one there. It's this hideout back to Plano East. 6-4, they lead by 2. Substitution here as Walters comes out and Cius comes back on for the Panthers. Back to serve goes Simone Hurd. Stengel up to Albright. Quick set. Amory Anderson will send it over. Dug by Hurd. Back set the near side. The attack cross court. Dug by Holland. Albright will set Holland far side. Her shot off the block. Dug by Hurd. The Panthers set it up. Far side attack for Cius. Dug by Albright. Holland sets it near side. Stengel cross court shot. The dig by the libero there. Will set it up back row to Hurd. And her shot is wide on the near side. And the rare error there for Simone Hurd, and a side out back to Georgetown. 5-6, Georgetown trails by 1. Madeline Posey subs back in for McKenna Stengel. Scout Robinson back in on the front row for Mallory Miller. And Posey back to serve, trailing by 1. Hurd will pass it up. Set to the far side, the attack into the block, and down as it ran the tape. Or the side out, back to Plano East. 7-5, they lead by 2. Addison Tucker, sophomore, serves it. Posey, Albright, far side, Holland into the block and down for the kill. Riley Holland gets the kill. Georgetown on the side out, 6-7, they trail by 1. Jordan Pitt-Ketley to serve now, the libero. Sends it across. Set to the far side. The attack off the block. A kill there for Mary Cius, the senior. And the side out back to Plano East. 8-6, they lead by 2. Megan Wynn, the senior setter, checks in back to serve for the Panthers. Robinson up to Albright. Set. Macy Gates will tip it far side. Panthers will set it back row attack for Hurd. Dug by Posey. Albright will set it up. Holland's attack. Dug by Wynn. The libero sends it far side. But dug by Albright. Holland will set it near side. Scout Robinson gets the kill off the block. Selma went up and it went off of Selma out of play. Point to Georgetown. 7-8. Georgetown trails by 1. Riley Holland will sub out. Sailor Ruhlmeyer will sub back in to serve for Georgetown. Trailing 1 here in set number 3. Ruhlmeyer, deep near corner, played up. Wynn will set it. And a hitting error there by Mary Cius. Georgetown's even it back up at 8 apiece here in set number 3. Sailor Ruhlmeyer will serve again for the Eagles. Middle of the back row, Ruhlmeyer drops one down just behind the 10-foot line. Played by the libero. Back row attack by Hurd. Blocked at the net, but a violation called. Hurd stepped on the 10-foot line, so a back row attack. So that violation gives the point to Georgetown, 9-8. Ruhlmeyer serve again. The tip over by Cius, and a good read there. Mary Cius has wonderful elevation abilities. She has a huge vertical and can hang in the air. And what a read there to go in and then get the tip down on the near sideline. Side out back to Plano East, 9-9 your score. As Walters back to serve for the Panthers. Serve across, Ruhlmeyer. Albright will set near side. Robinson, cross-court shot, dug by the libero. Set to the far side, Hurd, the big kill there. She got the set she wanted, got elevation, and hammered it down. Point Plano East, 10-9. Walters to serve again for the Panthers. Overpass on the serve receive. The Panthers a free go at it. Hurd blocked at the net, and a good block. Macy Gates gets the block there. Macy, the 5'9" junior middle blocker. Blocks Hurd there. Back down on the Panther side of the floor. Side out back to Georgetown. 10-10 your score. Mallory Miller back on for Scout Robinson. McKenna Stengel back on for Madeline Posey. Miller to serve. Wynn tries to dump it over. Ruhlmeyer was right there. Albright, she'll dump it over. Good dig by Walters. Pass to the far side. Hurd blocked at the net. There's Amelia Albright. 2 in a row. Not often you see that for Simone Hurd to be blocked back-to-back times. But Georgetown takes the lead, 11-10. I need to see what happened now. Mallory Miller ready to go. 11-10. A pass back near side. Selma's attack dug by Pitt Keithley. Albright near side. Stengel cross-court shot dug by the libero. Panthers sent it far side. Hurd dug by Pitt Keithley. A big dig there. Albright to Stengel. 10-foot shot. Now drops it deep. Panthers will reset. Back to Hurd. Her swing dug by Pitt Keithley. Albright will set it up. Stengel another attack. Deep corner. What a shot! McKenna Stengel. She went deep corner and got it just inside the lines for the kill. 12-10. Georgetown leads it by 2. Quick timeout. Georgetown volleyball continues here in set number 3 of Volleypalooza 2025. Stay with us. Lady Eagle volleyball continues. Back out of the timeout. Georgetown the 2-point lead, 12-10. This is the Georgetown substitutes over on the far side. Then getting a lecture from the down ref. Staying off the court. Maintain your composure. Don't get so excited. It's volleyball. Pass, tip over, and it's out of play. Wynn trying to get a touch on that second ball and tipped it across the net, but it went out anyway. 13-10. Georgetown by 3. Largest lead of set number 3 for the Lady Eagles. Served by Miller. Walters up to Wynn. Set to Hurd. Tied at the net. The line judge on the far corner couldn't see it. She immediately crossed her arms as I don't know. The ref made the call. Ball out. Georgetown point. 14-10. Float serve by Miller. Walters up to Wynn. Set to Hurd. And a big kill. Oh, what a play by Amelia Albright to keep that alive. Back to Hurd. The big swing. A roll shot. Ruhlmeyer. Albright. Near side Stengel. Into the block. Kept alive by Gates. Albright will set Stengel again. But she'll just have to tip it over, but puts it into the antenna. It was far on the near sideline. And a side out back to the Panthers. But what a play. Miller on the dig of Hurd. And Albright just gets a hand up in time to redirect it and over the net to keep the point alive. Albright will set near side Stengel to tip over. Read by Wynn. The libero sent it far side to Hurd. Her attack into the block and out of play off Georgetown. 12-14. Panthers trail by 2. Serve. Miller, Albright, near side Stengel, into the block and down. Off of Selma, down and out of play. Point to Georgetown on the side out. 15-12. Georgetown by 3. Libero rotation here. Puts Amory Anderson back on the front row. Macy Gates back to serve. Jordan Pitt-Keithley, the libero, will step off. Macy Gates, flat-footed serve. Hurd up to Wynn. Set for Hurd. Dug by Ruhlmeyer. Tied at the net. And there's Albright to read it high at the net and send it over to the far sideline where the defense wasn't. And that's the athleticism of Amelia Albright at play again. 16-12, Georgetown, their largest lead of set 3. Gates flat-footed serve, far corner. A quick set here. The tip over by Anderson, read by Stengel. She'll send the ball over here on the near sideline. What a dig by Walters. Wind will send it far side. Hurd, she'll prep, roll shot. And Macy Gates just a tad too late to get over to that corner to get a touch on it to make it playable, and it's a side out back to Plano East. 13-16, they trail by 3. Substitutions galore here as Reeves comes in for Selma. And the number 7 checks in. Luna, the freshman opposite hitter for Plano East. Reeves the serve, flat-footed serve near side. Miller tied at the net, and a battle there. Pitt Kethley has it. Albright near side. Stengel, the big swing. A dig by the libero. What a dig. They'll set it up, and a toss over by Hurd. An opportunity here for Georgetown. Anderson will tip it over. The Panthers have a chance. Quick set. Anderson gets the kill there. Lena Anderson, the junior middle blocker, with the kill. 14-16, they trail by 1. One set apiece. We're in the third set. Georgetown leads at 16-14. Reeves serve, Mallory Miller. Albright sets near side. Stengel, her shot deep. Overpass. Stengel dunks it back down, but there is Reeves. Set to the far side. Hurd, her shot off the block, but Kethley with a one-arm dig. Miller, second ball, near side. Stengel will send a free ball over, near corner. Set in the middle. Lena Anderson blocked at the net. Amory Anderson gets a big block and then abused by her teammates, but it counts. 17-14, Georgetown by 3. Ruhlmeyer checks out. Riley Holland back on the front row for Georgetown. Amelia Albright back to serve for the Lady Eagles. 17-14, 3-point lead for Georgetown. Overpass on the serve, dunk back down. Amory Anderson patrolling the net. Good play. And Georgetown matches their largest lead of 4 points, 18-14. Albright from the far side. The toss-up, jump serve. Libero plays it up to Reeves. Back set here to Hurd. 10-foot line attack, dug by Pitt Kethley. Tied at the net. Albright will play it up. Anderson sends a deep ball to the corner. And a great read. Amory Albright, but a kicked ball kept it alive. Lady Eagles will fight through it. Here comes Stengel, her attack. Dug by Walters. Saw the old Pele move, the kicked ball, and an attack by Hurd, a little bit off of it. Pitt Kethley got a touch on it, but what a play by the Panthers. Thought it was going to be down for the kill. And a last-second kick of the ball and a punch over to keep it alive. And a side out back to the Panthers. 15-18, they trail by 3. Live here at Georgetown High School, Volleypalooza 2025, day 1. Albright second touch on a weird pass that came off one of 2 different Eagles that were right there together. And it's a point to Plano East. 16-18, Plano East trails by 2. Georgetown's coach Jenny Richardson wants a timeout, and we'll take it with them. It's Lady Eagle Volleyball live here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. Stay with us. Lady Eagle Volleyball returns in a minute. Out of the timeout, Hurd will serve. And it's a, should have been a service error, but the up ref whistled something and gave it a replay. So we'll go again. Hurd to serve again, trailing by 2. Floater deep. Stengel, Albright drops a quick one, and a good read there because it drew the reaction of the libero. She had to dive, and it sent too much on it across and out of play. Point to the Eagles. 19-16, Georgetown by 3. Madeline Posey on to serve. Scout Robinson back on the front row as Stengel and Miller come out for the Lady Eagles. Posey from the near side, jump serve deep. Pass up to Reeves, far side. Sia sends it over. Pitt Kethley up to Albright. Back set, Emery Anderson. Nope, Riley Holland. Her attack dug by Hurd. Tip over there. Pitt Kethley got a touch on it. Posey got a touch on it. Pitt Kethley sends a free ball over. Nice play to stay in it. Set far side. Sia's blocked at the net. Kept alive by the libero for the Panthers. Now a back row attack. Hurd's roll shot. Dug by Albright. Holland will set it up. Quick to Anderson. Kill Emery Anderson. What a shot. What a battle. Both teams back and forth that win. And Emery Anderson gets the kill. And Georgetown matches their largest lead of 4. 20-16. Here in set 3. Madeline Posey will serve again for the Lady Eagles. Jump serve for Posey. Deep to the libero. Up to Reeves. Quick set. Tipped over by Anderson. Holland has it. Albright will set it near side. Scout cross court. Got it! What a shot. Scout Robinson put it to the corner. And just inside the far line for the kill. 21-16. Georgetown's largest lead. And that draws a timeout from Coach Perez of Plano East. We'll take it with them. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a minute. Out of the timeout, Georgetown leads by 5, 21-16. The serve from Posey, set to the far side. Sias off the block, kept alive by Albright. Posey runs it down. Albright will send a free ball over. Panthers will have a chance here. Set it up, far side. Sias, the tip into the block, kept alive by Robinson. Albright, far side. Holland will send a free ball over. The Panthers will set here. Reeves will set far side. Sias, the big swing, out! She hit it long. 22-16, Georgetown's largest lead and 3 points away from taking set 3 and a 2-set-1 win. What an effort there by Scout Robinson to lay out to keep that one alive. The Eagles battle here. The serve, back set here. The swing by the freshman, blocked at the net, and it's out of play. There's the big block. Emery Anderson at the net gets another block. 23-16, Georgetown's largest lead continues to grow, now to 7. Madeline Posey on a service run, 2 points away from ending it. Posey's jump serve, deep middle. Libero up to Reeves, back row attack, Hurd. Deep shot, dug by Albright. Pitt Kethley will bring it near side to Robinson. Her shot off the block, dug by the libero. Panthers will set it, back row attack for Hurd. Dig by Posey. Albright has a touch, sends it forward. Pitt Kethley with a free ball. Panthers will set it forward. Reeves sets it up, Anderson, her attack. And a kill for the Panthers. Side out back to Plano East. 17-23. They trail by 6. Substitutions here. As Addison Tucker will come on to serve for the Panthers. From the far side. Float serve deep. Posey up to Albright. Back set. Holland tips it down the near line. Played up by the Panthers. Back row attack for Hurd. Roll shot, Pitt Kethley the dig. Albright sets it backside. Holland, the swing. The kill! Riley Holland gets the kill, and it's set and match point for your Georgetown Lady Eagles. 24-17, Georgetown by 7. Emery Anderson will rotate off. Macy Gates on in the front row. The libero, Jordan Pitt Kethley to serve. For the set and the match, Pitt Kethley serve. Deep corner, Hurd, Reeves. Set it up near side. The freshman dug by Albright. Pitt Kethley near side. Robinson's attack. Deep and just long. Side out back to Plano East. 18-24. They trail by 6. They've got to go on a run here, or the set and match comes to an end. 18-24. A side out ends it for Georgetown. Megan Wynn, the libero, or the setter, on to serve. Floats one. Robinson. Holland, near side Robinson, the attack. Scout Robinson ends it. Georgetown wins set 3, 25-18, and wins it 2-1 over the Plano East Panthers. We'll go with Georgetown's scoring line. 18-25, 25-19, 25-18. Georgetown wins it 2-1 over the Plano East Panthers. We get 2 sets off. We'll take off the next 2 sets. They'll have other matches in this Pool 5, and it will come back to close out day 1 of Pool 5 at 4:15 against the Dawson Eagles. Thanks for joining us today here for match number 2. We'll get it all fixed up and ready to go for match number 3 with the Dawson Eagles here in a little bit. But stay tuned for more Lady Eagle Volleyball here on the SHN Sports Network. To City View Bible Church, CSCT, Piedreros, and the Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club. Thank you for making Georgetown Eagle Volleyball possible here on the SHN Sports YouTube page, brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting. Take a break, enjoy it, and remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind.